new details are emerging about President Trump's claim that former President Obama wiretapped Trump Tower. What the White House is saying about the situation coming up. And a lot of big events coming up in northern Nevada. We'll have a look at the week ahead. Jacqueline.
And those snow and wind are causing issues over the passes right now. I'll tell you how long that will continue coming up in your full Weather Authority forecast. News 4 at 5 starts right now.
You're watching News 4 at 5 on your side.
Good Sunday evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Olivia DeGennaro. Just into our newsroom, all schools in the Lake Tahoe Unified School District will be closed tomorrow. That's Monday, March 6th. Due to weather conditions. Now, News 4 is your weather authority. Tonight, we're covering everything from current road conditions to your 24-hour forecast. Diane Tao is live off I-80 with the latest chain controls and road closures. And Jacqueline Shearer is keeping an eye on this storm and what it's going to do next. But first, we're going to send things out to Diane Tao. Diane, I-80 just reopened in that area near State Line, but this strong winter storm continues to cause delays for commuters in our region.
Again, we'll continue to update you here on the latest on road conditions in the area in just a few minutes. Olivia?
All right, thank you, Diane, and we'll continue to bring you updates about road conditions over on our website, mynews4.com, throughout the evening. But now let's check in with meteorologist Jacqueline Shearer. A few snow flurries still out there, at least in the Reno area, Jacqueline. Seems like this storm is tapering off, but are we out of the woods just yet?
Not quite, Olivia. I'll tell you who could see the most snow coming up in just a few minutes in your full Weather Authority forecast.
All right, thank you, Jacqueline. Well, the big story today is this snowstorm, but many areas still dealing with the impacts of last month's severe flooding. One of the areas that has seen the most flood damage is Lemmon Valley. Residents are invited to a meeting happening on Monday where Washoe County and state officials plan to offer both immediate and long-term solutions for people affected by flooding there. The meeting is happening at Lemmon Valley Elementary School at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Democratic lawmakers are proposing that state officials mandate health insurance plans that cover birth control regardless of a company's religious affiliation. Two bills introduced in the legislature would get rid of state laws that exempt employers from having to insure contraception if they object on religious grounds. Legislative analysts say removing those exemptions would force all insurers to cover birth control. The U.S. Supreme Court ruled in 2014 that small businesses can hold religious views and lawfully choose not to cover contraceptives. And the state's Democratic Party has chosen their new chairman, who becomes the youngest in the party's history. 28-year-old Assemblyman William McCurdy from Las Vegas was elected Saturday at the Central Committee meeting. Former White House officials and the former Director of National Intelligence are disputing President Trump's accusations that President Obama ordered Trump Tower to be wiretapped during the final stages of the 2016 campaign. But still, Trump officials want a congressional investigation. NBC's Jennifer Johnson reports from Washington tonight.
Jennifer Johnson, NBC News, Washington.
Two of North Korea's neighbors reacted quickly and strongly to its latest test of 4 banned ballistic missiles. South Korea is calling for rapid deployment of a U.S. anti-missile defense system, and Japan says North Korea has become, quote, a new kind of threat. The launches early Monday morning in Asia traveled an average of 620 miles and landed in the Sea of Japan east of the Korean peninsula. Japan officials say they landed as close as 200 miles from their shores. A lot happening in northern Nevada this upcoming week. Here's a preview of some of the events happening across our region. Tomorrow morning, Sparks Mayor Gino Martini is scheduled to present his annual State of the City address. Martini says this year he wants to celebrate the dedication of our frontline employees and the service they provide to our residents. Tomorrow's address is set to begin at 11 a.m. at the Sparks City Hall Legislative Building. Now, if you can't attend the event in person, you can watch it on Charter Channel 191 or on the city's website. That's listed on your screen. And Reno City Council members are interviewing the 2 candidates for the city manager position again this week. Those candidates are Sabra Smith Newby and Mark Scott. But first, the public will have the opportunity to talk with Newby and Scott during a meet and greet at McKinley Arts and Culture Center Tuesday evening. That's happening at 5:30. Council members will then hold that second round of interviews on Wednesday morning starting at 10 a.m. And a traffic alert to tell you about. Starting on Tuesday, overnight road and lane closures are happening on South Carson Street and US 50 near Spooner Junction. The road closures will last from Tuesday until Thursday from about 9 at night until 6 in the morning. Lanes will be reduced to one lane and crews will be installing signage on the freeway there as part of NDOT's Carson City Freeway project. And ending our look ahead on a sweet note, if you can head to any IHOP around town for National Pancake Day, the proceeds from the event will benefit the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Their goal this year is to raise $3.5 million to find cures for diseases that affect children and their families. You can get your filling of pancakes and help out a good cause on Tuesday from 7 in the morning until 7 at night. Still to come on News 4 at 11, the Wolfpack celebrated their first Mountain West Conference title last night at Lawler Event Center. A big celebration there, as you can see. Alex Margulies will tell you how Nevada was able to top Colorado State a little later on in sports. Welcome back, everyone. Spring is supposed to start this month, but winter is very much still happening in our region.
That's absolutely right. Now, this is a shot that's usually very gorgeous, the Heavenly Observation Deck. We can't really see Lake Tahoe at this point, though, and we really haven't been able to see it at all today, which is kind of unique for this particular location.
Very foggy.
Very foggy, very snowy. Those are actually storm clouds. So right now we're definitely winter. We get a little bit of spring and then a little bit more winter.
I'm not sure either if I want it to be winter or spring,
Right.
but I'm sure you're happy about more snow.
I love the snow. You know, part of me is kind of tugging and looking forward to some of the summer activities, but
Yes.
after some of the winters we've had the last few years, this is
A
pretty
skier
awesome.
or snowboarder's
Love it.
dream. Yes.
Oh, it's great. It's been
I
awesome.
have to say, if I hear one person complain about it being too hot this summer, then I don't know what I'll do.
Right.
Yeah, you got your winter. Now
Yes,
it's time.
yes.
Yeah. And I'm sure you're excited after that big win for the Wolfpack last
Oh, it was
night.
unbelievable. It was so much fun. I had a chance to actually fill in on the radio broadcast, and it was an epic night at Lawler Event Center.
Thanks, Alex. Well, straight ahead, a 5-year-old girl will do something no other child her age has done before. Find out why this girl is heading to our nation's CAPITOL right after the break. Well, before we go tonight at 5, a Tulsa 5-year-old is making history as she heads to Washington, D.C. to compete in the National Spelling Bee. Janana, that's a word, and that was the word Edith Fuller spelled to clinch her spot as the youngest person ever to compete in the spelling competition. The 5-year-old champ beat out 53 students ranging from ages 5 to 14 to win her region. Fuller is homeschooled by her mother, who says she discovered her daughter's talent for spelling last year when she spelled the word restaurant correctly. But restaurant and Janana, very different words.
She's so tiny.
Yeah, she's very little. And I looked up the meaning of that word. It's something to do with religion. So if you're curious what it means, Google it. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I've never heard that word before.
Yeah.
So props to her for spelling it right.
You know what's easy to spell? Storm.
Yes.
And that's what we're having right now. And that's what we're going to see until Monday morning around 10 a.m. And then things start to taper off a little bit.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you right back here at 11.